Hi guys, a long time ago, sometime around the month of August or July, so many like myself, we started our college lives. And recently we did a music release of a song called Tu Dost Hai Mera, which actually is very beautifully shot on a college campus. And it really it takes you back into those times. And we have with us the very singer of the song, Sanket Banker. We have Beno, who's actually directed the music video and produced the song. Hi guys, how's it going?
Going great. Thank you so much. First of all, it's great to be here in the studios of Hungama Music, and I'm really glad and I'm thankful to God that I've gotten this particular opportunity to release my song on Hungama Music Artist Love. It's a great opportunity. Looking forward to the response. I hope that everyone loves it. It's a friendship anthem. It's released on the Friendship Day, prior to the Friendship Day. So I'm guessing. The response should be well taken.
Indeed. So Sanket, tell us something about your journey. Like, as far as I know, you are an investment banker.
Yes.
Something like, a lot of students in the country, they aspire to become, especially the ones who go to IIT, and you're from IIT Kozhikode as well.
Yes,
and you're also
right.
an artist. So this is like
That's
a
right.
very twist in the tale. It's like a Three Idiots kind of a story.
Yes.
Is that the path you should take, or is that the path you should take? But you took something which is often like, to say of the standard path, that mostly society would accept, would want you to take. But that doesn't mean it has to be the path that you should not, definitely. You can definitely cherish that journey and yet at the same time be able to contribute into your art, right? So tell us something about your journey on that.
I guess I just went with the flow. To start with, I wanted to be a singer, as when I was doing my upper senior college and my engineering, I was entirely into music. I used to spend like 20 hours singing. Like, I would be just roaming around and singing. Very little studies. You know how senior college and engineering, it's like mostly I was like immersed into music, doing my shows and stuff like that. But then there came a moment where obviously my parents were worried that the career in music takes a long time, so got a long gestation period, takes a lot of effort, a lot of money. And coming from a background where there was no funding available for me to kind of support me till the time that I could make it anywhere in music.
He's the person who brings in the funds for the companies.
Yeah, so my mom had a very good way to position. So she said that if you can appear for CAT and get into an IIM, I'm fairly sure that you wouldn't have to
this
worry
was
about
after already being out of an IIT.
I was in Jadavpur University.
Okay.
It's equivalent to an RAC. It's in Calcutta. So I did my engineering from Jadavpur University.
Okay.
So I had a job with Larsen and Toubro when I graduated out of my engineering. But still then, in those days, I think mom and dads are still kind of very protective and very concerned about their kids' future. And it's a great thing. In hindsight, it has helped me a lot because the journey is long. And you need to carry on with the momentum into the journey.
That's a very interesting point in here because a lot of us, I think, when we are in the schools, we presume that we get the highest grades, we get into the best college, okay? And then we think the best college ends and we get the best jobs and everything is sorted. But I think in life, the challenges keep coming.
Absolutely.
The more best the path you take, the more you have to be prepared for even greater challenges to come. Like, that's not the end of the road. Right?
Absolutely. Totally agree with you. So you just discover as you go along the path, you feel there are more and more things coming up. Challenges coming up, opportunities coming up, you take them with both hands. And there have been phases where it was so difficult to pursue both at the same time, very critical junctures, lots of workload, but still you just keep on dragging on a little bit. There are ups and downs. Mm-hmm. You just keep a little bit going on still there, and then there are times when you will have some more bandwidth. I could pursue more music, and last 3 years, I've been almost entirely pursuing music on the sidelines, very actively. My office supports me.
You've got amazing viewership as well on YouTube.
Thank you so much.
Following is
again, thankful to my fans, thankful to God. It's just shaped up like that. Yeah, thank you so much.
And Beno, now you are the mystery man here. So you're the music director. You have also worked on the music. How did the collaboration start? And tell us something about yourself.
Yeah, I was loving the music. In fact, my father was done the diploma in electronics, so he had that time radio shop, radio and
okay.
We have all the the DJ system what we see
okay.
those times the gramophones and all that. So I grown up in the environment of that.
Okay.
So I was listening to songs since very small actually. I used to play with the gramophone. So to make the thing sounding
Yeah,
correct
like
time.
the first, I think Saregama company was also called as a gramophone company.
Yeah.
Of,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
those, I think this is that era, like when you
yeah.
actually had us first.
Yeah. So 80s and 70s. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I grown up in that way. So I was so much interested in singing. I used to learn a lot of songs. Then I went to Air Force, so I couldn't get
Whoa.
exposure. So there
You
was
flew in the.
Yeah.
How can you say you could not get much exposure?
Yeah, it's in Air Force we can't do so much like. But
Okay.
still, then I could pursue with that also a bit. So I could learn some music from the Air Force band also from there also.
But this, I've noticed about, I mean, the Indian Army, like, they, I think, are very much, in sync with a lot of art and, the habit of reading or listening to music, exploring a lot. I mean, that's something I've always found within my relatives who are into the army, and so their taste of music is so, it's they listen to a wide range of music, and I think I must believe that you also must have gone
Yeah,
through
sure. Because see, we are occupied with many stress work, so that's a relief. When we get opportunity, we watch movies or the sing. I mean, or the music.
Okay.
So after I was planning to come to Mumbai actually, the final stage of my Air Force. I went to 20 years actually of service. I took voluntary retirement.
Okay.
So I was wanted to become a music director, but I know it's very difficult to get into the music field very easily, like because I have my family. So in Mumbai, it's very difficult. But I thought actually I should.
It's not so difficult. Like, I think there are young people like us. You can always
But
reach
the
out to
fun-
all the artists there. Yes,
Absolutely.
Yeah, the thing
Yeah,
actually,
absolutely.
the
Got
fun
good
thing,
work, give us a call, man. I think we are, in today's time, the music industry is very
Absolutely.
approachable.
We are glad there are people like you actually.
Company,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but outside it's very difficult to get in. Actually, they don't know how to approach the company. That's
True, yeah. I mean,
that's
the
one of the
information
main
has
thing.
been lacking.
Because if you see any of the thing, they know only promotion actually. I mean, you can get an album, but you don't know how to sell your album or how can you approach with the album.
Sure.
That's a point where we
Sure.
I think that may be a lag where they can't connect with the companies. Like even the TV, it's very difficult to get into that.
Sure.
So I could I could learn many things actually on the way of this long, because since 4 years onwards I started singing.
Okay.
That was my church first I sang and I got 2 praises.
Yeah.
So like that I keep carrying on actually. Wherever I won actually almost I used to get first or second praises. So my dad was not much wanted to make me in the music like actually, because he knows that it takes a lot of time.
What was
to
it like the first time that you flew your plane? Like, tell me something about that.
Say it again.
The first time that you as a
Flew a
pilot,
plane.
you flew a plane.
No, I'm not a flyer actually.
Okay.
I'm a ground, technician.
Okay. So, okay.
Semi-technical.
Great.
But we had to learn all I was into electronics actually, so it was helped me to understand the waves and all that. So it was helping me to understand the sound.
But this is like the same story with if people presume, you work in the entertainment music and you must be acting, you must be the one experiencing creativity. But no, not all of us do that. So most of us handle distribution, packaging, branding. Wonderful. So how did this collaboration work out? Like, how did you guys come to know each other? And
It was destined in a way. I came through another musician. I got to know him. Once I came to know him, I knew that he does his work. He's like a perfectionist to the core.
Whoa.
So he really does it. I don't need to tell him
already
anything.
got like a maestro.
And given that I don't have too much time at hand because I'm working as well, it just helps for someone to have a second eye, just do it like his own work, like his own child. So it just helps. Once I kind of caught on up to him, I think it's been 2.5 years now, and we're still working together.
Great.
Glad to have someone like him around.
Let's listen to some of, let's hear your voice, what the songs that you've worked on.
Yeah, so I think we started on some covers. That would be late 2017, and the first original that we did was for Valentine's Day last year, in 2018. We came up with an original called Tu Dost Hai Mera. It was around the concept of unconditional love in any relationship. Just a couple of lines I could sing and.
Sure.
तू कहे तू मेरी जान है, तू कहे दिल का सुकून, तू कहे तू मेरी जान है, तू कहे दिल का सुकून, तू बादल और मैं बरखा, तू कहे आ तुझे बाहों में भर लूं, हू हू हू। So that's the first one that we came up with.
Good, yeah.
So
it has got the retro flair. Like,
yeah.
And I read something, that was, I was going through your profile, and I mean, you're a big fan of Kishore Da.
Absolutely, I'm like a die-hard fan. So the 4 years of engineering, it was like all about Kishore Da.
Okay.
I would be singing like 18 hours a day, and people in my house would be like, "Ruk ja, mere bhai." बहुत हुआ like they would always appreciate my singing, but I would be going on and
घर की मुर्गी दाल.
Yeah, it was just fun. One of my aunts had given me a Walkman, so I just keep it plugged on and sing. And when you're plugged on and you're singing, you don't know how loud you are.
True.
That would be the issue.
You don't even know what you're singing actually.
Yeah, you don't know what others are hearing.
Yeah.
So Kishore Da is like my biggest inspiration, my idol. Always loved his emotions in his voice, and I've always emulated him. A lot of his covers we've done.
Mm-hmm.
So like for example, I'll just sing a couple of lines of one of my favorite songs of his. जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना, जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना, ओढ़ले ओढ़ले ओ, 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 ओढ़ले ओढ़ले ओ.
Wow. Yeah. So I mean, you took training into singing, or like?
Yes.
Okay.
That happened much later. So initially as a kid I did some training, but then it fell off the way. But again I started around 2012. I started learning classical music under Sanket Banker Academy.
Oh, okay.
And I also did a lot of courses in Berkeley School of Music. A lot of courses around audio engineering.
These were the only online ones, or like?
That was the online one.
Okay.
I couldn't travel there,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I think
there was some local courses.
a lot of, I think, to the artists out there who want to like learn music, but they cannot go to institution,
Yes.
or they want to do it part time, or I mean, there are a lot of, I think, wonderful courses which are
Yes,
offered by
absolutely.
Berkeley, and a lot of similar institutions. Even like there are so many Indian institutions which
Absolutely,
are
absolutely.
definitely, like
Absolutely, that's a big boon, because in these days, even if you need to travel to somewhere, you're losing a couple of hours in a city like Mumbai. You need to save time. If you need to pursue a lot of things, you need to get into like save time for things that you love to do. So that helped a lot. So I did my classical music training in Sanket Banker Academy for around 3.5 years, and I also in parallel did a lot of courses in vocals, in audio engineering, etc., and programming, Logic Pro, etc. in Berkeley. It was just out of interest, but yeah, some of those really made a difference in terms of adding to my vocal.
And what about you? Like how did you further your interest into direction and making music and films and videos?
Let's see, actually, I'm hoping the best. I can make tunes very easily, actually.
Okay.
Of course, for the beginning, actually, whatever I was trying to make, it was resembling many things. So I stopped hearing for 2 months the songs. Stopped every songs too. I mean, I don't listen to any of the songs. Then I started working on making my own tune. So automatically it started developing. Then it was easy for me.
I relate with what you're telling. I mean, many times, like when you're over bombarded, I mean, I've been in the music industry when you have to listen to a lot of demos. Sometimes I need to just put all of it aside, not listen to anything for days, to be able to actually start enjoying more music again. Because you need your head to again,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because whenever you make some tune, it will resemble somewhere. Then you go to that path, the same direction.
I mean, there's definitely, I think there's an extreme end of like. There's this one point where if you don't listen to any music at all, why are you living, right?
Yeah.
And then there is this other end where you just listen to so much music that it's just, the capacity to feel something starts to like just, it withers away.
Sometimes it's also when you're listening as you are entertaining yourself versus you are yourself into it. There's a difference. Like you can be entertained, you can listen to say Arijit Singh, Kishore Kumar, Rafi Saab, and you can be really entertained and soothing and having that kind of calming effect. But when you're really trying to do something or create something, you need to kind of think what is your zone.
Sure.
What is it that you need to focus on? What is your voice? What is your music? What is your sound? I think that is where that's a very good strategy.
Like you, when you listen to music, you're feeling something, you're relating with it, you're connecting with it. Then you hear music so much, you hear music so often. Especially with, I think, a lot of experienced artists, this happens that at times you stop to feel the music, feel the connection.
Right.
And what you start noticing is, hey, that particular thing that played was awesome. And you go into the very detail of the sound. And somehow, as enjoyable as that process is, and you start to lose the ability to at times enjoy the simple things. Like a simple something like a John Lennon kind of music. Imagine there's a simple melody, straightforward, arrangement put into it. And I think it takes some time to now calm yourself down, withdraw back from it, and come back to it again and start enjoying it.
Sometimes you may have to unlearn something to do something.
Unlearning, the process of unlearning.
That's what of course, I used to meditate. So I used to get like that. I may have to do it this way. Then it can be better. So I was trying, then it was happening. Because I could know that I have to learn music. So I have to know what is practically looking from map like. You have to know what it is. How the violin will be, how the string will be, means the guitars will be, how the drum will be. So you have to overlook as a director actually. Actually, in my time, nobody was having any course like director course actually. You can have
even today, I wouldn't say they are. I mean, it depends, you gotta maybe assist someone who's already doing it. Because a lot of people who teach, they know, but they don't have that often, like to have the practical experience of having worked as someone who.
You can think I was in Air Force, and it's not practically possible for me because I was maybe in the border something.
But where there is will, there is way.
Sure. That's true.
There's a song that you have composed which is about Raksha Bandhan.
Yes. So it was co-written by me. It's a song where we try to describe we wanted to say what is a sibling love, what is a brother's love, what is
co-written by who's the other writer?
There's another fan of mine.
Okay.
He is a fan on Facebook, so he just said, he pinged me and said that I want to write lyrics. To jump over. He stays in a small town or a village near Indore. So I just tied up with him, got some lyrics, and then I came in with my ideas and we co-wrote that.
We'll have you the next time over here.
yes, absolutely. Anyone who wants to write lyrics or want to collaborate with me, I'm absolutely open. This is how I have also grown. I have also gotten opportunities like Hangama now. So it's just opportunity opens up. So this is a song, we called it Behna Ka Pyar. And now we are actually doing a Nepali version of that with the legendary Nepali singer Anju Pantaji. She's been in the industry for 21 years. She's sung 6,000 songs. So it's really an honor and a privilege and a blessing to be working with her, and the entire thing, it's just come to pass with God's grace. So I'll just sing a couple of lines.
Sure, definitely.
कभी कट्टी झूठी मूठी टकरार है, कभी खट्टी मीठी मीठी सी फुहार है, कभी कट्टी झूठी मूठी टकरार है, कभी खट्टी मीठी मीठी सी फुहार है, उससे ही मेरी मुस्कान है, खुशियों की मेरी पहचान है, ऐसा मेरी बहना का प्यार है, हो ऐसा मेरी बहना का प्यार है.
That I dedicate to my sister.
Yes.
And
I dedicate to my sister too, my cousins. I don't have my sister, but my cousins. But yeah, this Raksha Bandhan is coming up. I hope Again, this song is dedicated to all the brothers and sisters, and I hope that again this year the Nepali version as well as the Indian version gets some traction.
Wonderful.
So do share it around.
So now coming to the track which we have released.
Yes.
Tu Dost Hai Mera.
Super excited.
Yeah. So I mean, how come did you guys come with the idea of going to the college campus, shooting it, and what was the thought process behind it?
Yeah, again, not planned at all. We went to perform at my alma mater. I am Kozhikode. We went there to perform last year, and this was it was just mooted as an idea by one of the alumni guys. He's very active, so his name is Ronald. He just said that why don't you do so many videos, you do originals, why don't you come over to your campus? It's extremely scenic. It's on the top of a mountain in Kerala. It's so scenic. They said why not just utilize and we could fix up something, even you could get our students to act in it. So that's a great idea, so let me work on it. So we did work on it. Beno and I sat together. He had certain tune in mind. We got the lyrics in place, which was again something around the theme of friendship, which could kind of be in the same kind of genre or flavor if we are doing it in a campus situation. So it just happened like that, and it was a lot of fun working with the two batches. The one was the outgoing batch, the second year batch, and we also had junior batch, the first year batches coming in. Like they were jumping in and out of their classrooms to come in to do the short cameo roles and stuff like it was super exciting, and we had a lot of fun out there.
Great. Could we hear some lines of the song?
Yeah, sure.
An a cappella version, yes. Must hear the release on YouTube and all of the streaming services that we have.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's called Tu Dost Hai Mera. मेरे संग संग चल तू, मेरे यारा प्यार है तू, दोस्त है तू, प्यार है तू, यार है मेरा, मेरी दुनिया भी है तू, मेरा ये जहां भी है तू, प्रीत है तू, मीत है, विश्वास है मेरा, तू ही धड़कन में है, तू ही सांसों में, तू ही नस नस में है, तू ख्यालों में, तू दोस्त है, तू दोस्त है, तू दोस्त है मेरा.
Wow, okay. Your voice is like when a string section plays, it's like the windows of your mind opens.
Thank you so much.
It's very. There's something where it just seeps into you.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Thanks so much.
So, what is now the plan? What are you looking at in the future, like as in your artistic career, and Beno as well? Like,
yes.
What's the vision? Where are you going to?
Yeah, so there are like a pipeline of some 3 songs that we've already worked on. Some are already in the video has been shot, it's in post production. In some of them, we are just working on the lyrics at this point. So there are at least 3 more songs that we are looking to release this year. Hopefully, and it's a mix of the songs, a mix of fields, genres. So looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to collaborate and get myself heard. I think the biggest struggle which any artist or any kind of person in this particular field is how to kind of reach out to the masses, in which a label like yours comes in very handy, because you are like a great platform. So it just helps.
We are a great platform because we have great artists like you.
Thank you so much.
It's completely the I mean art is the first thing, it's the center of what we do.
Thank you so much. So we just look for a great platform to reach out to people and make ourselves heard. There's a lot of effort that comes in from every quarter, be it from the artist side, be it from the promotional platform side. There's a lot of hard work coming in. So we just hope that it reaches out to the masses, people listen to it, people love it. After all of us artists strive for that one small short praise, word of praise that comes in.
I mean, you gentlemen have covered a very major distance in your lives, and you continue to pursue arts, even though it's been challenged. It's a major challenge in the career that you come from, like you in being into investment banking and hardly finding the time for it, or you being into Air Force and to make time for it, to find the right ideas, awareness. And what would you say, I'll tell it out to the artists out there, that what do you think is the most important thing for oneself being an artist?
Yeah, I think being open to ideas, being open to taking up adventures. I think whatever your heart speaks to you, you should just follow it. Even if you don't have the time, maybe sometimes you might barely find 15 minutes in a day to pursue that, but that 15 minutes makes a lot of difference. You should just be in touch with it. Whatever your heart tells you to do, be it art, be it some form of music, dance, whatever you are interested in, photography, you should just pursue that. That's what spices your life up. It could be it could end up be a career as well, but irrespective, because I think one thing which is important is, and again, all the artists who are dedicated in their passion, in their stream, it's a great thing, because oftentimes there's ups and downs in every particular field. It takes a lot of grit to be in it and struggle and strive to make your mark. And sometimes being in 2-3 things, it helps in a way. It gives you kind of an escape route also in a way. That okay, that's not exactly happening as per plan, but at least I'm able to do this. So it's kind of a little bit of an escape route. But I would say the artists who are there, like right there, really struggling out day in day out, facing the challenges and making a mark there, hats off to them. I think that they really deserve a mention. They are the 2 stars.
No, that doesn't mean your struggle is any less. I mean, you are trying to, to be able to do something at the same time, and then, keep that other interest alive, and not just keeping it alive, but doing it as much as it deserves to be paid as an attention.
That's true. It's a lot of struggle. Late nights. I'm not in office late nights. I think the equation is very clear. But I'm still up late nights. Yeah, but I'm still up late nights because I'm shooting
to come, do what keeps you awake at night.
Yeah.
Beno, you have got like a Rahman Sahab wali personality. The kite word, like, questions coming by end. From your end, what would you tell out to the artists out there, that what is the most important thing?
Most important, what I believe, that you have to keep learning. You prepare yourself before facing anything, so that the exam will be very easily can go through. Who is already prepared enough, actually they'll think, actually I want the exam to be happen today, because I know that better. So you prepare yourself, whatever you can get the material. Nowadays YouTube, you can get a lot of content to learn. So keep learning, so you will know that you have the confidence, and always you should have the confidence to face that.
Wonderful.
And Almighty is always there.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here on the show.
All the people who are watching the interview session, if you haven't heard the song yet, do go out. Go to YouTube, reach out to all our streaming services to listen to the songs. And as Sanket said, that follow your heart, and as Beno said, keep learning.
Yes.
I think it's a message for all of us.
Yes, absolutely. Learning never stops. You keep on learning, keep on growing. And thank you so much for inviting us over here. It's so much of a pleasure to be here and kind of presenting our side of the story. It's a great platform, and I would request everyone. There's a lot of hard work, effort that's gone into these songs. Do check it out on YouTube, on all the streaming platforms, and do share on all the services.
If it inspires you, share it with others.
Share it around. Keep the love flowing around. Share goodness, share positivity, share music, share your passion. That's it. Thank you so much, guys. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you.
तू ही धड़कन में है, तू ही सांसों में हो, तू ही नस नस में है, तू